Hi, welcome. This is Anuradha. I'm so excited. I wanted to personally take a few minutes and invite you to this event, which I've put a lot of heart and soul to put together. It's called Setting the Stage for Thriving. And like I said, I wanted to personally take a moment to invite you. Whether you're watching, you're going to be watching it live as we publish the videos and have our live chats every day in the next few days, or if you're watching this in the future and you've come to this thinking a lot of the people who are coming to this are probably a little burnt out and they are wanting to do good work, whether that's paid labor in the form of a job, or if that's unpaid labor, or that's mutual aid efforts, or other projects that really they're putting a lot of heart and soul into. And we're this event is being held in a time where we are facing economic recession, where we are facing climate destruction, and the impact of COVID. Still more people are dying in the last few months than died in the first year of the pandemic. So we still have so many global and local situations that many of us are dealing with. And it's hard not to feel burnt out, let down, lonely, disconnected, unsure, overwhelmed, not very clear. What action should I take? Should I go this way? Should I do that? I only have limited resources. How can I keep myself going? Right? So these are the kinds of things that I'm seeing a lot of. I want to do this, but I don't have the time and the resources. There and I want to do this, but I don't have the community, or I don't have the know-how. And sometimes when we are in that spot, it feels like everything can pull us in a different direction. And I've seen this, right? Some organizations that I'm working with, or some individuals, hey, this is a bright, shiny thing over here. That's going to solve my problem. No, 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 I'm going to run over here. And I gesticulate a lot, as you can see. I'm going to run over here, and we get sidetracked jumping from idea to idea. And really what I was hoping this event could be is a model of not only my own journey, and I'm going to share a little bit more about what that journey was like in the next video, but the skills, the resources, the team, the people that I really had to work with day in and day out for the last few years to come to a place where I was in a better situation. And I wanted to share that with you all. This is a labor of love, putting this together for all of you for free. And the people that are our guest speakers, which I'll run through the list in a moment here, and you can read more about it in the show notes in the comments, that we that how can we set the stage for thriving when we are overwhelmed? And yet we have to work with what's around us right now. Not all of us are privileged and have the infinite resources to create all the opportunities and get all the trainings, right? We sometimes need to be very specific. And how can we deepen our response? How can we calm our nervous system? How can we reconnect with our body? How can we find joy again? How can we set ourselves up for planning and organization in a way that's supportive to us? These are the kinds of things we're going to be exploring through body work, through conversations with a hypnotist, with a Tai Chi teacher, right? So just such a varied, rich experience. But the messages that came through in all these discussions were how to build these resources, how to build communities of care, how to be honest with ourselves and have those conversations. This isn't working. I can't continue in this way. I need to deepen this relationship with my body, with my money, with my time, right? So these are the themes that kept coming up: asking for what we want, building self-awareness, having the time and space to reflect before we jump into everything, saying no, creating boundaries, right? These are the threads that came up over and over. And I certainly have been on that journey for the last few years so I could blossom again, because I was so burnt out in the last few years that I wasn't able to give anymore in a sustainable way, in a way that wasn't like giving giving to the point of exhaustion for me, way past the point of exhaustion, and it wasn't sustainable. So these are some of the things, tools, people, resources, ideas, paradigm shifts that I've had, and I wanted to share that with you. So that's what this event is all about. We have a lineup of 6 great speakers, well, 7, including myself, and that is Oscar Marchak, and he's going to be talking about Tai Chi and the power that we can use this, within that class. He's an excellent teacher. We have Amanda Reckenach, who's going to be speaking about hypnosis and the power that unleashes in ourselves, like to really do the deep work of looking at our own internal paradigms. We're going to have Catherine Creighton Crook, and she's talking about this incredible body connection that we can have with ourselves. We're going to have some conversations with Miranda. She's one of my great friends, Miranda Wildman, and she's going to be talking about expressive play through art. And I just love that because we spend time regularly making art together. We also have Maya Gobara, and she's going to be speaking about spiritual archetypes and how we can start to re-nourish ourselves, including, like, just a deep way. I don't want to give anything away, but that was all of them have been incredible talks. And then, of course, we have Christy Diane Farr talking about how can we basically come back to ourselves in terms of the skills needed to organize our time and plan and be in a different space with how do we show up in our business and in making our time and space work for us in a way that's supportive to where we are. So those are the incredible ones. In my talk, I share a little bit about the journey I had, and I'm interviewed by Christy in that one. So we have an incredible lineup. And in addition, we have several live calls happening this week. If you're not watching this live, you'll still get access. They'll all be posted on YouTube in this playlist. And if you register even after the fact, you will get access to all the stuff, right? The transcripts and everything in case you want those things. So I just wanted to say thank you for being in my community. And if you're new here, welcome. I have a lot of new faces popping up in the registration. So if you're new here, welcome. And I can't wait to see you in the whole rest of the week. All right. Thanks so much for your time. And we'll register. All the details are below.